Have you ever been flying the Mini 4 Pro at sunset, only to see everything in the shadows go flat and noisy? What if that same scene could be captured with detail that makes people think it was shot on something triple the price? The DJI Mini 5 Pro is here. And this isn't just about spec sheets. The question is whether it truly outperforms the Mini 4 Pro and maybe even rivals the Air 3S, what problems it still has, and whether upgrading now makes sense, or if waiting is smarter. At first glance, the Mini 5 Pro feels familiar, compact, light, and carrying DJI's refined design language. Subtle improvements become clear in daily use. Folding and unfolding is smoother, the arm joints feel more solid with less wobble, and overall handling has been refined. Cold weather startup shows no major issues, with fast boot up and quick motor warm-up. Battery hatch and propeller installation remain intuitive, but DJI's warning about not mixing old batteries or props holds true. Using Mini 4 Pro props introduces slight vibration at high speed. DJI advertises 36 minutes with the standard battery and up to 52 with the extended version. In mild wind, approximately 15 to 20 kilometers per hour, with GPS and stable signal, real-world flight times land closer to 33 to 34 minutes on the standard battery, slightly less than the claim, but still better than the Mini 4 Pro's typical 30 to 32 minutes. Performance also improves, faster climbs, steadier handling in gusts, and more confidence holding position. Battery drain increases during hover or aggressive maneuvers, and the extended battery helps with longevity, though at the cost of weight, which can affect compliance with local regulations. This is where the Mini 5 Pro shines. Its 50-megapixel 1-inch type sensor produces richer shadows, more vibrant colors, and reduced noise in dim light compared to the Mini 4 Pro. The MedTele and 2x lossless zoom offer flexibility for framing, though edge softness appears at higher zoom levels. It's useful for tighter compositions, but still not a match for a true optical zoom like on the Air series. Low light shooting at ISO 3200 with D-Log-M and HDR remains usable, with manageable grain and much more shadow detail than before. Dynamic range lives up to DJI's claims in most cases, with an estimated 14 stops showing clear improvement over the Mini 4 Pro. Upgraded obstacle avoidance with forward LiDAR adds confidence in low light and complex terrain, while the improved return to home at night boosts safety when visibility drops. Flight route memorization makes repeated shots easier, even without full GPS lock. Other refinements like Wi-Fi 6 transfers, auto power on, and smoother handling improve usability, though range and controller feel remain about the same. Despite its strengths, the Mini 5 Pro does have drawbacks. Edge softness appears when zoomed in or shooting wide open in low light, while extended 4K at 120 frames per second recording can cause heat buildup and faster battery drain. Regional restrictions on the extended battery also limit its practicality, and upgrading from the Mini 4 Pro brings extra costs for accessories like ND filters or a new controller. Overall, the Mini 5 Pro is a strong upgrade, but for some users, waiting for firmware updates or better deals may be the smarter choice. For those who shoot in low light, golden hours, or need better dynamic range, the Mini 5 Pro is a clear step up without moving to a larger drone. For casual users or daytime travel shots, the Mini 4 Pro still holds its own, and waiting for updates or price drops may make more sense. The upgrade ultimately depends on shooting style and priorities. What kind of work do you do? Travel, cinematic, or action? Share your thoughts below. You know what's funny? Every time DJI sneezes, the internet starts chasing tissue paper. But this one's real. The DJI Neo 2 just popped up in the FCC database, which means the hardware exists and DJI is getting ducks in a row. So, what's coming in this video? We'll break down the biggest rumored upgrades: camera, battery, smart features, transmission, the likely price, and where it fits against other sub 250-gram flyers. And stick around till the end, because there's one catch about US availability nobody's telling you about. The battery jump is bigger than you think. FCC filing confirms it's in the system. Battery details ahead. So, what do we know? The original Neo was crazy light at approximately 135 grams, which made it registration-friendly in a ton of countries, and all signs point to Neo 2 staying in that sub-250-gram sweet spot. That's clutch for travelers and first-timers who don't want paperwork. Expect the same grab-and-go vibe with safer guards and a tougher shell. DJI's clearly aiming this line at creators who want to practice without stressing every bump. If you liked Neo's pocketable form factor, this keeps that spirit, just smarter. Here's where the debate gets juicy. Leaks point to a bigger 1/1.3-inch sensor and clean 4K at 60 frames per second. Translation: more light, more detail, less noise, especially at dusk, and motion that doesn't look like it's fighting the frame rate. There's also chatter about improved processing and AI-assisted shooting to make set it and send it clips look pro without menu diving. If you're upgrading from the original Neo's 12-megapixel 4K at 30 frames per second basics, this would be a real, visible jump in quality. Wait till you hear the battery math. Okay, the numbers. FCC docs show an 11.6 watt-hour pack, 1,606 milliamp hours. That's about a 10 to 12% bump over the original Neo's 1,435 milliamp hours. In real life, that could push you from approximately 18 minutes to roughly 20 to 25 minutes, depending on wind and how hard you fly. For a sub-250-gram drone, that flight time to weight ratio is spicy, and more minutes equals more shots before you're sprinting back to the charger. Creators, that's one more take when golden hour's fading. In my experience, DJI loves to drip smart modes down the lineup. Rumors suggest upgraded obstacle awareness and more assistive flight features, so you can nail dynamic reveals and quick subject tracks without babysitting the sticks. On transmission, the FCC docs don't spell out 04, and some creators even speculate an 04 Lite or strengthened Wi-Fi approach to keep costs down. Either way, expect a more stable live feed than the first Neo and less dropout in busy RF environments. TL/DR, tap-to-wow shots with a safety net. Exactly what a creator drone needs. Obstacle smart features and transmission expectations are rumor level. 04 speculation noted. Let's talk about money. The original Neo launched at $199. The Fly More combo hovered around $289, which is why it exploded with casual creators. With Neo 2's upgrades, the consensus puts it in the $299 to $349 window, still beginner-friendly, still way cheaper than Pro, and slotted to compete with other under 250-gram options. Timing. FCC clearance hit late July 2025, so a full launch window is realistic, though some rumors hedge into early 2026. Now the catch. FCC approval does not equal guaranteed US availability. Ongoing import friction has delayed some DJI products before. So yes, hype responsibly and maybe budget early. If this preview helped, drop your hot take. Are you team Neo 2 Day 1 or waiting for reviews? What's your must-have? 4K 60, smarter tracking, or just battery life? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive.